Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to another Sophisticated Saturday, where together we work through my to-do list and get things done around the house. Today is kind of a mix of Sophisticated Saturday and part 2 of my holiday Decorate With Me. If you haven't seen the first part where I decorated for the holidays, or my video about preparing for the holidays, how to have an organized holiday season with less stress, I will be linking both of those if you're interested in watching. But today I had a little bit more of decor I wanted to put up, some stuff for Owen that I was hoping he was gonna like, as well as getting our Christmas tree up. I had Jim haul the tree up for me. He was actually out of town and I felt like I could do this on my own. The tree is from Balsam Hill and it is a little bit pricier, but it's so simple to put together. Even pregnant, I was able to do it all by myself, and this is only the second time I've ever put together a Christmas tree because I am Jewish. I thought it was going to take me a moment to remember how to do it, but it's just so simple. It's really not that hard. It comes in 3 pieces. All of the lights are already in there, and you just connect the 3 pieces, plug it in, and turn the lights on. It's that simple. I am going to have Jim help set it up so it's on an automatic timer and turns on in the evening time. We also kind of like having it on in the mornings. The only difficult part about this tree is that it's flocked, which I really like the look of flocked trees, except for the fact that they get white stuff absolutely everywhere. This is the only tree I've ever owned, so I don't know if you have a normal tree that's not flocked, if you get little bits of debris, but obviously the flocking falls off pretty easily. I have gloves that came with it that you can use to fluff the tree, and so I put those on. I don't really know if they do much of anything, but I was getting flocking all over my sweater, all in my hair, all over the floor. So after I got all of the branches kind of separated and all of it set up, I was going to need to do a quick vacuum just to pick up those little pieces.
All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing, Merry Christmas to you.
Last year we put our tree upstairs. We have this awkward space right outside of our bedroom that we haven't really had any use for or haven't put anything there before, so it was perfect for the Christmas tree. It was also kind of nice because with a baby it was out of the way and he wasn't all crawling around in that area. I'm curious to see how this goes this time. This was the only other place I could really think of putting it because with baby number 2 on the way, Jim's office, we took over and moved that to be Owens' room, keeping the nursery as it is for our second baby. So the furniture that was in Jim's office, which was mostly just a desk and a chair, went out into that awkward area that we had. So now there's no space for a Christmas tree and we had to come up with a plan B. And actually I think it looks kind of nice here. This space didn't really have a lot there, just some of Owen's toys. And after I cleared out those toys, the tree fills it in really nicely. Those toys were a lot of toys that he's actually outgrown. So I'm going to bring those downstairs and we probably don't need them till our second baby is like sitting up at least, and I'm thinking won't need them for another 6 months or so. I do still need to go to the basement, go through all of the baby items and bring up the bouncer and the swing and other baby items. I think we're gonna bring a pack and play up here like we had last time with Owen, but that is for another video. You can see I'm putting the ornaments on the tree here. I'm starting with the large ornaments. These are from Kirkland's and I found them last year and fell in love with them, but I couldn't get my hands on enough of them, so I really wish I had more, and I have to use them very, very sparingly. They are really large, and if you have large ornaments and you're trying to find a way to store them, these organizers from the Container Store are great because they do have a slot for really large ornaments. I will link them in the description box, but just keep in mind they updated them this year, so they look a tiny bit different, but they are the same structure in the inside. And then they also have slots for smaller ornaments, which I got from Target. Again, I will try and link all of the ornaments that I can. The tree skirt, anything like that I'm able to find links for, I will try to link for you. But you can see I went with really neutral, delicate colors. oranges, whites, champagnes, silvers, golds. Some of it is hard to see with the flocking, but I still really like the way that it looks. I'm adding on these snowflakes that are kind of silvery gold with beading accents. Those were again from Kirkland's. And I have some large ones that I'm putting towards the bottom, and then I also got some smaller ones that I'm putting towards the top. I don't know what I'm doing here, so my general idea is that the ornaments and the feeling should be heavier at the bottom and get a little bit lighter as you go to the top, so that's why I like having the two different sizes of snowflakes.
It's the time of year, winter wonderland. My winter wonderland. It's the time of year, my winter wonderland, my winter wonderland. I wanna sing about the Christmas.
We didn't do a tree topper last year or this year, but if you have any advice on whether I should be adding more to this tree, it looks like it's too much, or anything else like that for a Christmas tree newbie, I would love to hear it. So leave it in the comments below and let me know what else I can do. But I'm kind of happy with the way that it looks. And the sun did kind of move out of the way a little bit more. Maybe it went behind a cloud, it got darker. So I wanted to show you what it looks like when it's a little bit darker. And I think it's so pretty. I'm very happy with it. And I also have to say, when Owen first saw it, he was obsessed. And now every day he says, lights on, and he says, ooh, ooh, tree, tree. So he's very excited and happy with it. Speaking of Owen, he made a mess downstairs, so I'm just gonna pick up some of his toys. He has been playing a lot with these little flip race cars and really likes to play with them in two of his Love Every toys that he got. If you are looking for a gift for little ones, anywhere from birth to 4 or 5 years old, I believe, Love Every Play Kit subscriptions are my favorite. I love them for Owen. I think they make a wonderful gift because they're the gift that keeps on giving, but they are wooden Montessori toys. Our basement has a mess of so many toys that are just not my favorite. They often break, they're cheap, they're plasticky, they make loud noises, but the Love Every toys are usually the ones we keep upstairs because they're my favorite. So I would highly recommend those if you're looking for a gift for little ones this holiday season.
Kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming.
I got the rest of the stuff put away in the storage room, the rest of the toys picked up, so the basement is nice and clean, and I'm going to pop upstairs because I am packing one of Owen's lunches, getting that ready for Monday. I have some leftover veggies and tzatziki. I have some applesauce and blueberries that I'm going to put in there, and then I'm also making him a little bit of pasta.
I've been good, but I can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa.
At the same time, I had a little bit left over, so I was getting his plate ready for dinner, which I'll give to him later. I just added the blueberries and the veggies there, and I am also prepping myself a little bit of lunch. I made quinoa on the stovetop, and I'm adding in lemon juice, olive oil, a little bit of garlic salt, Parmesan cheese, mixing that up, and this is one of my favorite easy, healthy meals. I just make this quinoa with going by taste, not really measuring anything. The lemony flavor is great because I am going to add some salmon to it, a little bit of avocado, and today I happen to have that tzatziki sauce. So I will add all of that together and show you what my lunch looks like in just a minute. But in the meantime, I decided to make a recipe to use up a few ingredients that I had. You can see I'm using up the last little bit of applesauce there. I'm also trying to use up a bag of shredded carrots that I have. So I am making carrot muffins. They are healthy, moist carrot muffins. These are mostly going to be for Owen. I'm going to let him have them for snacks. Maybe I'll put a few in his lunchbox throughout the week. but the rest that he doesn't eat, I am going to freeze. And again, with a baby coming up, I am going to be taking advantage of the freezer, making double batches of everything. So when I am newly postpartum and have a baby, I don't have to overwork myself and can still have homemade meals, homemade baked goods, and all of that stuff because I cooked in advance and doubled recipes.
Here with me, if you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all
I do have a couple of postpartum freezer meal videos that I have shared getting ready for this baby, as well as when I was pregnant with Owen. Even though I prepare that way and make freezer meals that are meant to go in the freezer, the best way, honestly, that you can prep ahead and make your life easier is to double things and make one for now and one for later. I love that strategy. Or even if you just get sick of leftovers, freezing leftovers in something like your super cubes in individual portions, if that's all you have left, makes for an easy lunch or dinner one night if you're solo, or maybe you don't want to go out and spend money during the work week for lunch and you have an individually frozen portion of a certain meal. That's going to save you so much time and money. So I know not everyone has a baby that is on the way soon, but that's a great way for anybody to freezer prep.
tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight.
The pasta is done, so I'm adding in my fresh homemade pesto. I blended up some peas and basil and pine nuts and Parmesan cheese, a little bit of garlic, olive oil, some salt, and it makes one of the best pesto sauces, and it's so fresh, and I love that it has a veggie in there as well. It has quite a bit of peas in there. I got some in Owen's lunchbox, and the rest I'm going to put in a Tupperware for the rest of the week, and this was the cutest thing. Owen started calling these dinosaur noodles. I didn't quite know what he was saying, but I think it's because they're really big and they're green, but he was obsessed with dinosaur noodles and very sad when we ran out of dinosaur noodles. This is the salmon that I'm using. It's the honey smoked salmon. It's like a preserved salmon that lasts quite a bit. So I always like to have one of these in the fridge as just a backup meal. And again, making a quinoa, that's always in my pantry. I'm just gonna take off the skin and put the rest in a Tupperware because we have trash day coming up on Monday and I can get rid of that stinky trash. I could also easily put a little scoop of that pesto there, but I am adding some tzatziki, a few slices of avocado, and there is my lunch. So I'm going to quickly clean up and then sit down for a bit and enjoy.
Snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love.
After I finished up my lunch, it's back to doing a little bit more decorating. I am cleaning off the windows here because for Halloween, we had little Halloween stickers that my mom sent. Owen was moving them all over the place and really, really liked them. They were more of the gel type stickers, window clings. This time I'm trying the flatter type of window clings, and this is less for Owen to play with and more for decor. I could put them lower down and let him play with them, but I think I'm just gonna do like a little snowflake scene up at the top here, because as much as he loved playing with those pumpkin and Halloween stickers, I think he was just a little bit young for them. He mostly tore them apart and they caused just such a mess. So we might be a year or 6 months off of really understanding how to use those stickers. So these ones I am putting up high, and I'm really happy with the way that they turned out.
Yeah, I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire.
They really, really pop at night, but they still look great during the day. And if you saw, there were also some other stickers that came on there that were a little bit larger, like a snowman and Santa and a Christmas tree. So I'm going to put those up in Owen's room, in his bathroom. And again, he was so excited to see these. He's learning the word snowman now, and I added a couple of the little snowflakes there. He's just learning who Santa is, so I put Santa on the other mirror with a couple of snowflakes. And every night we've been putting him to bed, he wants to go see the snowman and wants to go see Santa.
Ooh, 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 ooh. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas moment we'll fill with love and joy. Loving so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you, with you.
If you can tell, 'tis the season over here. We have all been coming down with a little sickness. I don't know if you hear it in my voice. I haven't been feeling great. Jim hasn't been feeling great. Owen's clearly been sick, so we have lots of little baby medication here, some chest and nose rub. I have his toothpaste I have to put away, and then just some other medications we've been giving him. I think Owen's finally over it, so I was able to put that stuff away, but it was convenient just to leave it out on the countertop while he was still using it multiple times a day. And then he's taken out many of his books. Every now and then I just go back and put them away. I let them do kind of build up on his nightstand there, and we read the books a few times over, and then once I get sick of them, I put them away and I let him go pick out new books every single night. It's funny because throughout the house, we're getting ready for Christmas and Hanukkah and the winter holidays, but I still had his Thanksgiving bookshelf up because when I filmed this, it was still just a bit before Thanksgiving, and I like to keep the bookshelf in his room actually relevant to what's going on. So he gets excited about that holiday. He's learning about turkeys and Thanksgiving, and he can start talking about these things because a lot of those words are not in his vocabulary unless we bring him up for certain holidays. I'm just switching out his crib sheet there. He has 1 million stuffed animals, it seems like, but clearly giving all of the spaces a refresh. And then the last thing that I need to do, like I said, it's trash day coming up. So I need to go around the house and collect the trash. So I'm going room by room, and I'll spare you going through every single room. But I want to thank you so much for joining me today for another Sophisticated Saturday. And until next time, I will see you all later.